Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of NC-17. My name is Josh, and today I'm reviewing a movie I'm going to say is going to probably be one of the best movies of the year. Just my opinion, but it's so good. Alright, long story short, Twisted Gables from Horrorland Media and 8 Times Productions. Story here, I'll just read the back. Welcome to Perdition, a small southern town run by corporate judge Benjamin Slaughter. When a drunk driving accident leaves one of the town's hardworking farmers dead and the judge out of jail with no consequences, it's time for the Gables to take matters into their own hands, and boy, they do. I'm going to tell you right now, this group of people that made this movie, and I'm going to go through the names, they put in the hard work, they put in the effort, and they made a very good movie. I'm passionate about movies, and I'm passionate about my friends who make movies. I'm passionate about people who put their heart out there for the entertainment, and that's what they did. And we're going to start off first by saying Justin Nichols is a genius in writing. Him and his wife Lee both wrote this movie. A lot of F bombs, but that's to be expected if you've seen Mother Shucker. They are genius at writing movies. They make it to a point to where you can feel the emotion, the power that of the words that people are saying in their movies. And this full force was beginning to end perfect in writing. They Justin and Lee also directed it, and Carl Vincent, who's also in the movie. Uh, he plays Father Gables, Rat Gables, but he also was in Mother Shucker. He played Mother Shucker. These three put forth the effort of putting a movie before all else. As for what they were able to work with, it was a masterpiece. Now others may not like it, but I did, and I'm not saying that just because I know them. I mean, I've never met them in person. I've interviewed all of them pretty much. But this movie, I've anticipated seeing this movie for quite a while now, since they started mentioning it. When I first saw the trailer, I was like, okay, something different, and they did not fail. They delivered. I mean, as a matter of fact, some of the people in this movie over delivered, which was unexpected. But even people with small roles were impactful for the story. Now, story is that the Slaughter family, they're they're corrupt in the town, the city that they live in. Uh, Dan Bailey plays the main Slaughter, the Slaughter that is, he's trying to buy the land. I'm not gonna give away too much, and the Gables don't want to sell. Something happens, and then the Gables gotta do what they gotta do. And man, what the fuck they do? But yeah, Dan Bailey, he played the guy you hate, you don't like, you don't want to have nothing to do with at all. And Sam Tanner plays his son. This was his first acting role, and good God, can that boy act? I mean, he fucking killed it. You could tell by the emotion he had. You could tell by the just the way he portrayed the character. He felt comfortable, which was good. I mean, Eric Moreland's in it. He plays a chief. Uh, there's a lot of people in this movie. Let me just go through the list of people. There's Carl Vincent, Lex Bain, Jenny Coleman Hernandez, Grace Hernandez, Devin Graves, Sam Taylor, Eric Moreland, Dan Bailey, Whitney Smith, Cassie Ryan Jackson, Aaron Clark, Christopher Baker, John Robert Freeman, Jonathan Payne, and Penny Payne. I'm going to say this. Everyone delivered. There was not one character that didn't deliver. And I want to talk a minute about Whitney Smith's character. She plays a lady who is going around town trying to get people to sign a petition to stop the Slaughters from doing what they want to do. Albeit not a huge role, but on the same hand, just as impactful as everybody else. Because, I mean, she demands the screen when she's on it. And good God, that lady can act. You got, I'm going to say it now, probably going to be for lead actress in a horror movie at the NC-17 Awards later this year, Jenny Coleman Hernandez. Nicest lady you can meet in the world. Calm, cool, and collected. But when she becomes Miss Gables, oh, the shit's on. Like, don't be around her in a gavel because she can fuck you up. Lex Bain, big dude, professional wrestler. He plays one of the sons. I mean, this dude, his character was a take no bullshit kind of character, which is awesome. I mean, awesome. And then Aaron Clark played the other son. They played the Gables kids. He he held his own against the background of, like, he's supposed to be the nice one and Lex was supposed to be the mean one. I mean, it awesome. Then you got Jonathan Payne. He's also one of the Slaughter brothers. He's the sheriff. Him and his wife Penny Payne, they play a couple in this too, which is cool. But man, that dude, again, phenomenal. I'm gonna say this though, like, I don't want to over deliver on this because I'm going to anyway. The whole movie was good. I done watched it twice. Once by myself, and then a friend said, "Hey, you got it. I'm coming over." Came over, we watched it, so I saw it twice today. Twice already. I want to say that I'm not going to spoil anything, but man, there was a twist at the end that I did not see coming. And when that twist happened, I was very happy. But on the same hand, I was like, wow. You know? Devin Graves. You know, Big Daddy Devin Graves. He's another professional wrestler. He's in it briefly, but even briefly, this dude is like, hey man, you know, you had too much, it's time for you to go. You know what I'm saying? It's time for you to go. Phenomenal. Eric Moreland. That dude can act his chops off. He was also in Mother Shucker. There was some returning members from Mother Shucker. But there's one person that I want to definitely bring to the forefront here in a minute. Give me 1 second. I got to get it back up. Because I don't want to, like, get it all wrong. But no, it's... Twisted Gables was definitely worth it. Okay, so... Grace Hernandez. She was a last-minute substitution. But man, she fucking killed it. Like, small role, but important role. Every single person in this movie, top to bottom, was phenomenal. I'm not gonna say a bad thing about them. Even if I could, I wouldn't, because they didn't do anything bad. I rate movies 1 to 10. 1 to 10. 10 being best, 1 being worst. All the actors alone get a 10. Each individual person gets a 10 for the way they portray their characters. Carl Vinson, the man, delivers the F-bomb like nobody else. I mean, this dude can, he delivers an acting too, don't get me wrong, but he can drop the F-bomb and make that word seem so powerful, which is good. I'm lucky enough to know these people through, like interviews and, watching their movies and stuff, and it's refreshing to know that they put out awesome stuff. I haven't rated the movie yet, and I think some people are going to be shocked at the rating, but all in all, top to bottom, word for word, both times I enjoyed it. I actually enjoyed it the second time more than the first time, which is weird, because normally I watch the first time pure entertainment, second time to see what I missed. But fuck that. Both times was pure entertainment. I'm passionate about independent film. I'm passionate about movies in general. Horror is my favorite genre, if you can't tell. But they delivered. Top to bottom. So here's my rating. Like I said, 1 to 10. 1 being worst, 10 being best. I know it may sound silly, but I have something that's more than a 10. I have a Hall of Fame. This movie doesn't even get a rating. It's right in the Hall of Fame. That's how much I enjoyed this movie. And it's not because I've talked to them. It's not because I've been lucky enough to interview them and stuff like that. The movie was fucking awesome. Hall of Fame. Now, I've interviewed almost the entire cast. I think there's like 2 people I haven't interviewed, but that's fine. Or 3 people I haven't interviewed, but that's fine. The series finale of these interviews with the cast and crew is going to be with Justin and Lee. I'm not even going to lie. And once they see this, I hope they believe it when I say this. It's not going to be an interview. It's going to be me praising them for what they've done. They killed it. Top to bottom. Word for word. Scene for scene. Editing, awesome. Music, awesome. Acting, awesome. Like, just everything awesome. Excellent movie. I loved it. I'm not gonna lie, I'm probably gonna watch it a couple more times this week, because I had a couple friends actually text me and say, hey, we're coming over one day this week to watch it. And I'm like, okay, cool. You could buy it. All you gotta do is go to horrorlandmedia.square.site. They got this in Mother Sucker. They have shirts. They have all kinds of merch. I would strongly recommend people buying this movie and Mother Sucker, because they are both good movies. Mother Sucker, comedy horror. This one got a little bit of comedy in there, but it's mostly just brutality. They did not lie. This movie, the third quarter of this movie was straight brutality. I'm sitting there thinking like, okay. And as a matter of fact, there's not even one twist at the end. There's 2. Which I'll get into with Justin and Lee. But damn, this movie was good. I'm passionate. I'm sorry. Everybody in this movie, top to bottom, I want to thank you for coming on NC-17. I want to thank you for taking time out to endorse your product, It was well received. I also want to thank you for allowing me to be just a voice to be able to talk about your movies. Justin, this one is straight for you right here. You are an awesome writer, awesome director, awesome dude. Anything you put out, I'm gonna watch. Can't guarantee I might like everything, but it's a pretty safe bet to think I fucking will. And Lee, this one's for you. You're the foundation that holds it all together. Keep doing you. Keep being the rock star that you are. And for the entire cast, and I'm going to name them all again, we have Carl Vinson, Lex Bain, Jenny Coleman Hernandez, Grace Hernandez, Big Daddy Devin Graves, Sam Tanner, man, fuck. That's all I gotta say is fuck. Eric Morlane, Dan Bailey, Whitney Smith, Cassie Ryan Jackson, who, by the way, the people in this movie are awesome people in real life. Like, they're calm, cool, and collected. Aaron's actually also a musician. Lex Bain and Devin Graves, wrestlers. I think Christopher Baker is a wrestler. I think fucking Jonathan Payne's a wrestler. You know, but you got Cassie Ryan Jackson, Aaron Clark, Christopher Baker, John Robert Freeman, and Jonathan Payne. And Penny Payne. All of you are legends in the making in my eyes. And I thank you for letting me be just a little bit a part of what you guys do. Till next time, stay NC-17.